Hello children, I'm your computer science teacher Chaitra from Mangala Vidya Mandira. So let us start with a new chapter that is more on Windows. So I have taken here Windows 7 so that even you can understand the concepts. So more on Windows, that is the chapter 2. So here we are going to learn about the searching files and folders, search box in a folder, then computer icon, then recycle bin, Windows Explorer, checking disk space, system information, and Windows Movie Maker and the exercises. So let us start with more on Windows. We know Windows is an operating system from the Microsoft. So some of the common features of Windows are: the Windows operating system provides feature in which common to many applications. So applications call the operating system to perform these tasks on their behalf, provides a common framework for the user. Menus and keyboard shortcuts are similar in many applications that may use. Mainly basically the windows are user friendly. Which helps for the which is mainly a main advantage for the users. So you can just see here user, application, operating system and the hardware. So the operating system here is the Windows, and there are many applications related to Windows, and the hardware is the external devices. So the Windows here, you can just see the Microsoft first. This is the cycle of the Windows, how the Windows has been developed. So now Windows 10 is also there. So Microsoft, these are the logos initially, then logo changed from the XP. So this is the Microsoft Windows 7 logo. Next, so we have taken some of the features of Windows 7, that is searching files and folders. So how we are going to search the files and folders? There are two methods here. So one is searching the files and folders is a easy task. So there will be many applications, we will be creating many files. So how to search it? So there should be some way to searching it. So provide several ways of finding files and folders. First is you're going to click on the start button. So you know what is where is start button in the taskbar. So type the word or a part of the word you're going to search here. So you're going to type the name of the file or a application. Second thing is going searching a box in a folder. So open the folder. So if you get a folder, you're going to open the folder. On the top, that is on the top of the window, you get the search bar or a search menu. So click on the search box here. You can just see here, you're going to click on the we are going to search for the file name or a application here. So one is searching the files and folder from the start button. Second one is searching a box in a folder. So next let us see computer icon. So we have seen the my computer icon. So computer icon is one of the items shown on the desktop. So this is now Windows 10. This is the computer icon. In Windows 7, this is the computer icon. So double click on the computer icon, you will find some resources. When you double click, you get all these. You get a window which consists of drives, and you get a external devices, and you get some documents what are all there on the desktop, some of the files which have been seen recently. So everything you get here. So once you click on the computer icon, you need to double click and you get the resources here. So next is the recycle bin. So you can just see the recycle bin image here. This is the waste bin. So it's used to delete the files, so that the files won't get temporarily deleted. The time files get temporarily deleted and it goes to the recycle bin. Once you click on empty recycle bin, all the files inside the recycle bins will get deleted permanently. So the temporary storage area which keeps the deleted files in the folder. So recycle bin is the temporary storage area which keeps the deleted files in the folders. So when you delete a file, it is removed from the drive. See, you can see one item is there in the recycle bin here, but it is stored in the recycle bin. So it goes directly to the recycle bin. So delete file completely from the recycle bin. You have to delete from the recycle bin, that is empty the recycle bin. To restore the files from the recycle bin, sometimes we delete the files which are required for us, but it will stay in the recycle bin for 30 days. So you can just restore back to the following path. You double click on the recycle bin icon. So you're going to go inside the recycle bin. You're going to choose the file here. There you're going to select the file you want to restore and drag it and keep it on the desktop or any other drive. So you're going to just click on the file and you're going to drag it and keep it on the desktop. So this is how you're going to restore the files from the recycle bin. So to delete the file or a folder, select delete option or empty the recycle bin. So to clear all the clear all the files, you're going to click on the delete option or empty the recycle bin, so that all the files will get deleted permanently. Till that you'll get 30 days time, so that it will be there inside the recycle bin. So next, this is the main thing of the Windows, that is Windows Explorer. You're going to explore the Windows, that is you're going to explain what are the things that are there inside the Windows. So it's an application program for managing the files. So you can just see here where you have to go start button, all programs, accessories and Windows Explorer. So you can just see here, this is the File Explorer or Windows Explorer. You get all the things that are there inside the Windows. So we're going to explore one by one. So start button, all programs, accessories and Windows Explorer. So Windows Explorer is a hierarchical structure of libraries, folders and files. So what is hierarchical structure? First it will be the My Computer, then again you get different types of main things, and if you click on one thing you get many files or folders. If you click on folders you get many files. So it is nothing but the hierarchical structure of libraries, folders and files. Using Windows Explorer we can access the contents of the desktop, documents, computer drives, etc. So the name itself suggests we are going to explore the Windows. So here you can just see in the image the plus sign before the folder indicates that there are files, there are inside also there are many files. So if you click on the plus sign you get a list of the files which are there inside the folder, and once if you click on that particular folder it turns into minus. So again if you can go back, you can explore, and again you can come and explore. So these are the things we can do using the Windows Explorer. So you have to go to start button, all programs, accessories and Windows Explorer. There are two types of pane here, left pane and the right pane. So wherever you're going to click on the folder or a file, all the details will be displayed on the right pane. So here the folders list, the desktop, My Computer, document, main things will be there in the left pane. It's a hierarchical tree showing the drives and the folders, the right pane content and the selected folder. So this right pane contains the content and the selected folder, and left pane has the hierarchical tree structure. You can see the hierarchical tree structure here, correct? First is desktop, then My Computer, then in My Computer there is a drive, and if you click on the drive there are many folders. So if you click on one folder you get many files. So this is the hierarchical tree showing drives and folders on your computer. Next, checking the disk space. Yeah, we require a disk space. Why we have to check the disk space? Because whenever the file is saved, it can go and sit in the any memory locations. So that it can occupy any space. So we are going to just make the space for the other files also, using the by checking the disk space, so that our the CPU performance also will increase. So you're going to right click on the drive, choose the properties menu. So you're going to click on the drive here. If you're seeing an image here, right click on the particular drive. There will be three drives, C drive, D drive and E drive. So you're going to right click on the C drive. So you get a properties windows like this properties menu. This properties window helps to find the use space, free space and total space. So you can just see in the image the how much space is utilized, so how much space is left out, and what is the total amount of the space that has been used, so that we can delete some of the files on the folders, and we can make some disk space, so that the performance of the CPU or a system will increase. Next, create shortcut icon on the desktop. So how to create a shortcut icon on the desktop? So click on the all programs, right click on the file or a folder, select send to and add and click on the desktop, create shortcut. This process is already shown here. So you can just click on the all programs, then right click on the folder. So as in the figure I have shown here, just click on the all programs and right click, then it will only show here. You can just click on the desktop and create shortcut. Next, system information. So what is system information? So system information utility helps to check all the information about the computer, check all the information about the computer, like configuration of computer, software and hardware available in the memory. So you can just see the system information here. Click on the start button, click on the programs, click on the accessories, click on the system tools, click on the system information. So system information utility helps to check all the information. So what is the system information? What are all the information you get by checking the system information? So where we have to go? We have to click on the start button, we have to click on the programs, we have to click on the accessories, click on the system tools, and click on the system information. So defragmentation is used to make the computer organize its files and folders and free space so that it can operate more quickly. So I have taken this this thing which is very important. So this defragmentation is to make computer organize its files and free space so that it can operate more quickly. So this defragmentation mainly helps to organize the files which will be there in different memory location. So fragmentation refers to action or a process of breaking something into small parts or being broken away. So we are going to defragment it. So what are all the files which will be there in different memory locations? We are going to just take out or we are going to just defragment it. That is, we are going to organize all the files and give some memory location so that the performance of the system also increases. Next, Windows Movie Maker. So Windows Movie Maker is the video making software. It helps to capture, edit and arrange audio and video contents to create a movie or a presentation. So how we have to go? This is one of the new feature here. As shown the figure, you can just see the Windows Movie Maker. So click on the start button, click on the all programs, click on Windows Movie Maker. So once you click on the Windows Movie Maker, this window opens. You can just see here, there are three here: capture video, then edit and finish the movie. There are three options here, three ways. So you can just see here. So this is the collection pane, this is the collection pane, this is the collection pane, this is the menu bar. You get all the menus here like saving, editing, etc. Then this is the movie pane, that is the movie window where you're going to capture the video, then edit it and you're going to finish it. Then this is the storyboard or a timeline where you can see the different timelines so that you can edit your video. So there are three steps to create a movie: capture video, edit movie and finish movie. So now let us see how capture video, how we are going to do. Click on the capture video, this here, then click on the import pictures. So you can just click on the import pictures here, select the pictures and click on the import button. So you're going to select some of the pictures here and you're going to click on the import button. Drag the pictures and drop it in the storyboard like this. You can just drag it and put it inside the storyboard. What are all the pictures you require? You can just drag it and you can just put it down. Next, click on the show timeline button or click on the import audio or video. So you can just click on the timeline button or you can just click on import audio and video. You can just see in the figure 3. Drag and drop the imported audio track from the Windows Movie Maker to the timeline. So you can just drag it and put the imported audio track. So like this, you get some imported audio track here. So there will be some audio track. You can just drag it and put it in the timeline or into the storyboard of this particular image. I think you understood it. First we are going to click on the import pictures. Suppose I have taken this picture and I'm going to drag it and put it in the storyboard or a timeline. The second picture I'm going to drag it here. So what I'll go next, click on the import audio or video. I'll go to click on the import or audio or video. I choose one audio here, any one audio. I'll just drag it and put it in the timeline here, so that with this this image will contain a audio. Next, edit movie. How we are going to edit it? Click on the edit movie option, then click on the edit movie option. You get a timeline here. Click on the view video transitions. So this is the video transitions, that is how the video should move or how the picture should move, whether it should move slowly or whether it should come like this. So we are going to make it. So we are going to take a picture and we are going to make the video transition. Click on the titles or the credits. So we are going to click on titles or the credits. All the options will be here. So we are going to click add the title at the beginning of the movie. So we need a title. So we are going to choose add the title at the beginning of the movie. Next, how to finish the movie after the editing. So you're going to click on the third option, that is the finish movie. So once you finish, click on the finish movie option, click on the save to my computer. So you have to click on save to my computer. It is going to ask the name of the file, so you have to give the name of the file. Then you're going to browse, click on the browse button and select the path. So where it should be, whether it should be in the desktop or whether it should be in the movies or whether it should be on the other drive or anything, you have to choose the path here. Click on the next button and then last you're going to click on the finish button, so that you can just make a movie. So this completes a small chapter on Windows. So there are some little concepts here. So going to the higher classes, you learn more about the Windows. Then some exercises are there here in behind the textbook. So I have written already. Try to do it by yourself. So if you have any doubts or you could not understand a concept or anything, you can just put it in a message. Ma'am, I could not understand this concept. So can you explain me once again? So in the next video, I'll take up the things which have to be explained again, and then try to do all this, try to complete your exercises. Then I have given what are all the steps also to create all this Windows Explorer, Windows Movie Maker system information. Then multiple choice question has also been done. Then I have given the question answers here. Shortcut key, what is the use of the shortcut key, everything. So everything is there inside the textbook. So nothing is out of the textbook. So if you read a textbook, you will get answer for all of this. So you can just see and complete the notes. So try to do all the exercises, try to read the textbook. So this completes the chapter on Windows. Thank you.